Hello everyone, it's Mansi Alans here. So, moving on with the last lecture, which was all about programming basics and what is a source code and what is an object code, we may now further dive into language C. When we say that learning C is the easiest, we really mean it. The approach used to understand C is not at all different from that of learning English language. The classical method of learning English is to first learn the alphabets, then combine those alphabets to form words, then combine those words to form sentences, and finally combine those sentences to form a paragraph. Similarly, in language C, instead of straight away learning how to write programs, we must first know what alphabets, numbers, and special symbols are used in C, then how using them we can create constants, variables, and keywords, and then how using these three we can create instructions, and finally how we can combine these instructions to form a program. So these alphabets, digits, and special symbols are basically used to represent information, and therefore they are called as a C character set. The C character set constitute as the basic building block of a C program. So these here are shown some valid C alphabets, numbers, and special symbols which are allowed in C. When we combine this character set properly, we can form constants, variables, and keywords. But what are these? A constant is an entity that doesn't change. That means its value is fixed throughout a program. A variable is an entity that may change. And a keyword is basically a word that carries some special meaning. Now, like for example, we need to retrieve some results of a calculation from the computer's memory. But as we know that a computer's memory also contains millions of cells, and these calculated values are stored in some particular cell of a computer's memory. So how can we retrieve it? There are millions of cells. So to make the retrieval and usage of these values easily, these memory cells or the memory locations are given names. Since the values stored in each location may change, the names given to these locations are called variable names. And that's why we say that variable names are modifiable. They can be changed throughout a program, within a program, anytime. Okay. So now moving on, we have different types of C constants available. C constants are of two types, primary constant and secondary constant. Secondary constant we will see later on in later videos. Let's concentrate on primary constants. Primary constants are again of two types, integer constant and character constant. Now to define these constants or to declare these constants, we have some rules with us which we need to follow while we are creating a constant. So number one, rules for creating integer constant. I may read this aloud for you. First step is to while creating an integer constant, you must remember that you should have at least one digit. It must not have a decimal point. It can either be positive or negative. If no sign precedes an integer constant, it is assumed to be positive. And if there is a sign preceding an integer constant, then it is obvious that it would be a negative integer constant. No commas or blanks are allowed within an integer constant. Remember it, no commas or blanks. The allowable range for integer constant is this given here. But to be frank, this range of an integer constant depends upon the compiler. If you have a different compiler, this value may change. Like for example, it varies from like Visual Studio compiler or GCC or Turbo C. It would be different for Turbo C++. So this value can change according to the compiler. But in general, it's this one only. And these are some examples which are some valid integer constants created. You can create more like these. Similarly, the rules for constructing a character constant is pretty easy. Just need to remember that a character constant is basically a single alphabet or a single digit or a single special symbols, and that's why we need to learn what is a character set. You may go back to revise what those symbols, what those character set is. These character constant, while we are creating a character constant, we must enclose them within a single inverted comma. Both the inverted commas should be pointing to the left directions. For example, this A character is valid because both inverted commas are pointing towards left direction, but this isn't, because it is in, one is directing in left and another is directing in right direction. These are some examples for a character constant, and we may continue the next part of this video in the next segment.